There's a specific kind of rider this bike is built for. Someone who wants that low, blacked out, stripped down custom look but has zero interest in spending months and a small fortune at a fabrication shop chasing it. That's the entire reason the Scout Bobber exists. It hands you the attitude of a hand-built custom cruiser straight off the showroom floor, fully warrantied, fully finished, ready to ride home the same day you buy it. For 2026, Indian isn't easing off that formula. They're leaning further into it. Aggressive blacked-out styling, a genuinely torquey V-twin, and as much or as little modern tech as you personally want layered on top. Let's walk through exactly what makes this bike worth your attention. The engine, the pricing across trims, how it actually feels to ride, the styling, the safety gear, the tech, and what ownership looks like once the new bike smell wears off. The engine. Start with what's under the tank, because that's what actually matters. The Scout Bobber runs a liquid-cooled 60-degree V-twin displacing 1,250 cc's, rated at 105 horsepower and 82 pound-feet of torque, peaking at 6,300 RPM. That puts it comfortably ahead of a lot of the competition in the middleweight cruiser class, bikes that look similar on a spec sheet but simply don't hit the same once you're actually on the throttle. What that translates to on the road is confident, immediate acceleration. Merging onto a highway isn't a hopeful guess about whether the engine's got enough left. It just goes. Passing on a two-lane road doesn't mean 3 downshifts and crossed fingers. There's real torque on tap for genuinely spirited riding without tipping into that intimidating, oversized cruiser territory where the bike starts riding you instead of the other way around. The liquid cooling matters more than it looks like it should on paper. Plenty of air-cooled V-twin cruisers are still on the market, and they tend to run hot in slow traffic or a long summer ride, which translates directly into a rougher, less refined feeling underneath the rider. Liquid cooling keeps this engine composed in exactly those moments, a detail that matters a lot more in daily reality than it ever does standing in a showroom. Power delivery stays smooth and linear rather than aggressive off idle, a deliberate choice that makes the bike approachable for someone stepping up from something smaller, while still leaving plenty for an experienced rider to explore. Pricing across the lineup. Now, the numbers, because this is where the Scout Bobber makes its strongest case. Base price sits at $12,999, undercutting a lot of comparably powerful cruisers while still delivering a genuinely full-size V-twin experience, not a scaled-down starter version of one. Even after typical destination charges, the out-the-door number stays noticeably below what you'd pay elsewhere for similar displacement and output. For riders who want real American V-twin character without touring bagger money or premium heritage cruiser money, this is exactly the gap the Scout Bobber fills. It's not chasing cheapest on the lot, and it's not chasing most expensive either. It's parked deliberately in that space between genuine affordability and genuine performance. That value holds as you move up the lineup too. The Limited Plus Tech trim runs $15,199, and even there, you're landing under the base MSRP of plenty of rival manufacturers' entry-level cruisers. You're paying extra for actual features, not paying extra just to unlock what someone else gives away standard. And for buyers wanting something more exclusive, the Anniversary Edition comes in around $17,499, with a serialized, hand-painted finish nothing else on this list can claim. 3 trims, 3 price points, and at every single one, you're getting more bike for the money than the obvious alternative sitting a few spots over. Ergonomics and how it actually feels to sit on. A spec sheet only tells you so much. What actually matters is how the bike feels the second you swing a leg over it, and this is where the Scout Bobber gets genuinely smart with its setup. Seat height lands at 25.6 inches laden, 26.2 unladen thanks to a slammed 2-inch suspension setup that drops the whole bike closer to the ground. Flat footing at a stop isn't a white-knuckle moment for a shorter rider, and it's not a white-knuckle moment for someone newer to riding either. The bike simply feels manageable at parking lot speed despite the serious displacement underneath you. That low stance isn't purely functional, it's central to the entire visual identity of the bike, the whole reason it looks like it's already moving while parked at the curb. And Indian didn't trade away handling to get there. The chassis stays composed and predictable even lowered, so you're not paying for looks with control. Mid-mounted foot controls keep your weight directly over the bike's center of gravity, so the whole riding position feels planted, whether you're pulling off a stoplight or leaning into a sweeping curve. Weight is the other half of this. At 522 pounds dry, 542 ready to ride. The Scout Bobber comes in noticeably lighter than most of its 1200cc plus rivals. That lower curb weight pays off constantly. Easier low-speed control, less fatigue in stop-and-go traffic, a bike that never feels like a genuine wrestling match backing out of a driveway or threading a packed lot. That reduced mass keeps working in your favor once you're rolling too, improving the power-to-weight ratio enough that the bike feels quicker off the line than the horsepower number alone suggests. For riders stepping up from something smaller, that manageable heft turns what could be an intimidating jump into a natural next step. Styling. The Scout Bobber earns its name honestly, and this is the part that photographs exactly as well as it rides. Blacked out front to back, chopped bobber-style fenders, a distinctive nacelle-style headlight, and a solo seat that keeps the minimalist theme intact without sacrificing comfort. The rear fenders lines flow directly into the fuel tank, forming one continuous custom-built silhouette straight off the factory floor, the kind of visual cohesion that used to take a custom shop weeks of fabrication to pull off by hand. Blacked-out engine covers, a dark-finished exhaust, and deliberately restrained chrome all work toward that same purposeful, slightly menacing stance. Buyers get real choice, too. Black smoke, maroon metallic smoke, and moss green smoke. Enough variety to personalize the bike without wandering off that core stripped-down design language. Brakes and tires. Easy to skip past on a spec sheet, but this one genuinely matters the moment the road turns wet. Every Scout Bobber across every trim ships with ABS standard, a 298mm semi-floating rotor with a 2-piston caliper up front, a matching 298mm rotor with a single-piston caliper at the rear. That's a real safety margin, and you don't pay extra or step up a trim to get it.
Worth naming directly because plenty of competing cruisers in this exact price bracket still gate ABS behind an optional package. Having it standard from the base bike through limited plus tech means safety never has to compete against styling or tech when you're configuring your build. Rolling stock backs it up too. 16-inch cast wheels wrapped in Pirelli MT60 RS rubber, a 130/90 front and a wide 150/80 rear. A dual sport-inspired compound built for grip across varied conditions, with that wide rear tire giving the whole bike a genuinely muscular footprint compared to narrow retired rivals. Technology. For riders who want more than a bare-bones bobber, the Limited Plus Tech trim adds a real jump in capability rather than a token box to check. That's a 4-inch ride command display with GPS navigation, Bluetooth connectivity, cruise control, traction control, selectable ride modes, keyless ignition, and a USB charging port. The system also supports Bluetooth tethering through Ride Command Plus for account syncing and connected search when paired with a compatible phone and active data. Selectable ride modes let you tailor throttle response to conditions, while traction control adds real confidence on surfaces that aren't entirely predictable. These are features that used to live exclusively on premium touring bikes costing considerably more. Now they're sitting comfortably on a mid-tier cruiser trim. Ownership and long-term value. Buying the bike is really just the story starts, and Indian backs it up with real support instead of leaving owners to figure it out alone. There are over 100 factory accessories, plus curated collections, commuter, overnighter, and stealth packages among them, built specifically for this platform. That factory-backed ecosystem means you can dial in comfort, storage, or styling without hunting through generic aftermarket catalogs or risking your warranty in the process. Want more practicality? Add soft luggage or a passenger seat. Chasing a deeper custom look? Factory exhaust systems, handlebar swaps, and lighting upgrades are all engineered to bolt on cleanly and match the factory fit and finish that aftermarket parts don't always guarantee.
And backing it all of it, every Scout Bobber ships with a 2-year unlimited mile factory warranty. A genuine statement of confidence in this platform's durability, not just brochure language. That confidence has real history behind it too. The Scout Bobber has been one of Indian's most popular and longest-running nameplates since it debuted back in 2018. That warranty coverage carries consistently across the entire trim lineup, and Indian's established dealer network means most owners have reasonably convenient access to service when they need it. Final thoughts. Put it all together, and the 2026 Scout Bobber makes a genuinely strong case for itself. Real horsepower and torque backing up the looks, not styling standing in for substance. Pricing that undercuts obvious competition at every trim level, not just the entry point. Manageable enough for someone stepping up from a smaller bike with enough performance in reserve to satisfy a rider who's been doing this for decades. And an ownership experience, accessories, warranty, dealer support that a lot of factory custom cruisers don't bother matching. If you've wanted that stripped-down, blacked-out bobber look without spending a fortune building it yourself, this is about as close as it gets straight off the factory floor. If you liked this video, you'll like this one too.